Hello everyone, welcome to Zenith. Today we are going to discuss about Introduction to Accounting that is given in the list of topics in ISC Accounts Class 11. To know more in detail about the topics that we would be discussing, I would like you all to view my previous videos on Introduction to ISC Accounts Class 11 and 12. This introduction to accounting is given in unit 1, which is divided into 5 lessons. That is introduction to accounting, system of accounting, accounting equation, types of accounts and rules of accounting and accounting standards. The topics that we would be discussing today are what exactly is accounts, bookkeeping, accounting introduction and definition, attributes and steps of accounting, objectives of accounting and importance of accounting. Now, accounts is a new topic in class 11. You wouldn't have had it until 10th, and so we have to get into the very basics and start from the scratch. I would like to tell you all that the basics of accounting would be the same, be it for ISC, CBSE, SSC, or even BCom or BBA or any other course which has accounts as its subject. So share this video as much as possible in your known circle. Since we are at the beginner stage, we would definitely have these questions in our mind, like you can see in the slide, like what exactly is accounts, who are supposed to prepare them, when are we supposed to prepare them, how frequently are we supposed to prepare them, where and why are some of the basic questions that we would have. So let us start with what exactly is accounts. Now this is a very simple definition which says, a record or statement of financial expenditure or receipts relating to a particular period or purpose. Confused, right? Let's take a small example to understand this. Let's say we receive certain amount from our parents as pocket money. So I'm calling this as receipt. What do we do with it? We have two options like you can see in the slide. That is option number 1, spend it completely, known as expenditure, or option number 2, save it, known as profit. Or you even have option number 3 where you can spend a minimum amount and save the rest, also known as profit. Now assuming we receive this pocket money regularly from our parents and we spend it, we would obviously want to record it somewhere to keep a track of our money. So this explains what exactly is accounts, like you've seen in the previous slide. You are recording the details of your financial expenditure or receipts relating to a particular period. That is, let's say you're receiving your money monthly. So you're making a record of your expenditure and receipts monthly. Now moving on to the next slide or the next topic, that is bookkeeping. Bookkeeping is an art of recording business transactions in a systematic manner. You just have to apply the given example to a business organization. So from our example, now we understand that by recording the details of amount received and spent at regular intervals in a book is called bookkeeping. The fundamental idea of bookkeeping is to show a correct position relating to incomes and expenditures. Now moving on to the next topic, that is accounting introduction. The process of collecting, recording, classifying and summarizing financial data is known as accounting. This is a very basic definition. So from this definition, we understand that we are collecting the information related to receipts and expenditure from our example. You are recording it in a systematic manner in a proper book, and you're also classifying your expenditure as to where you've spent it, how much you've spent it, etc. And you're summarizing the data that is in an understandable format, which basically explains what exactly is accounting. Now this is the bookish definition which says the art of recording, classifying and summarizing in a significant manner and in terms of money, transactions and events which are in part at least of a financial character and interpreting the results thereof. Now to understand this in detail, we'll move on to the next slide which says steps of accounting. In the steps of accounting, the first one is financial transactions. So you have to record only those transactions and events which are of financial nature or financial character. The next step is recording. You have to record each and every transaction that takes place in a business in a chronological order and in a systematic manner. Every day, hundreds and thousands of transactions takes place, and it is impossible to memorize all such transactions, and hence it is very much necessary to record them. Coming to classification, these business transactions have to be properly classified under separate heads or separate accounts depending upon their nature. Summarizing, the classified data has to be summarized and presented in an understandable format. Next, analysis and interpretation. The summarized data has to be analyzed and interpreted. That is, you need to evaluate your past performance, like amount spent and amount saved, and you need to compare it to your current performance. Based on this analysis, you would know whether you have spent more or less, which would help you to make a proper decision for the future and give you guidance for future plans. Moving to the next topic, objectives of accounting. First one is keeping systematic record, which we have previously discussed. Next, ascertaining results. Ascertaining results basically relates to the profit earned or loss suffered in a business during a particular period. Next, ascertaining the financial position of a business, basically to know the availability of cash or the position of assets and liabilities, etc. Next, to protect business properties. Having updated information will help us to understand about the various assets the organization possesses or liabilities it owes. Next, facilitate rational decision making, which we have already discussed in the previous slide. Next topic, importance of accounting. It is important to the owners, the management, creditors, employees, government, and consumers. Now, to know how it is important to these people, you need to know who exactly are the owners, who constitute management, creditors, etc., etc. So, to know this in detail, we have to study this in the next lesson. So, I would be discussing this in the next video.